Yo, welcome. So, dancehall artist Mr. Vegas and veteran, iconic, legendary dancehall selector Ricky Trooper are currently embroiled in a war of words after they recently had, some disagreements regarding visa cancellations and so forth. Mr. Vegas apparently said that Ricky Trooper was deported from the United States. And Ricky Trooper, even though his visa was taken away, he wanted it to be stated clearly and honestly the way he lost his visa. So he made sure to make it clear that, hey, I lost my visa while I was in Jamaica. You know what I mean? I was standing beside Vibes Cartel in a recording studio when I got the call that my visa was being revoked. I was never ever deported. But Mr. Vegas is one that, he speaks from emotions at all times, whether he is right or not. He seldom apologizes. He seldom corrects his many misinformations. You know what I mean? Granted is a very good artist. You know what I mean? Definitely a legend in his own right. You know what I mean? But sometimes he goes out of the window and says things that aren't necessarily fact checked, you know what I mean? And his ego is too big to basically come back and say to his fans, I was wrong, you know what I mean? And as such, Mr. Ricky Trooper is very, very adamant that Vegas will indeed pay for the words that he leveled against him. Ricky Trooper even threatened to take things physical, highlighting that if he should ever encounter Mr. Vegas anywhere in the public domain, he will inflict some wounds upon him. You know what I mean? He even made it clear to say that, hey, even if I will have to bear the blunt of the law, in other words, if I will have to go to jail for kicking your ass, I am going to kick your ass. You know what I mean? I owe this to you. He also leveled, many claims of, homosexuality against Mr. Vegas and so forth. Many persons, because people like Bounty Killer said those things about him back in the day, many persons have used those allegations, as means of defaming Vegas's character, you know what I mean? But I don't think Mr. Vegas is, in the closet or anything like that. I just think he's one of those men that are emotional, you know what I mean? And they take everything to heart and they speak the first thing that comes to their mind without even vetting what they are saying, you know what I mean? And so he has ruffled a lot of feathers in the music industry, in the media, and so forth, you know what I mean? But I definitely don't think Mr. Vegas is any fish, you know what I mean? So I don't really support people who try to defame his character using those methods, you know what I mean? Like one of the worst thing that can happen to anyone is someone telling a lie on you and then the public takes that lie to be truth. You know what I mean? I'd rather be guilty of something and then it's revealed to the public than to be innocent as charged and then I'm bearing the blunt of something that I did not do. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, Mr. Vegas should apologize to Ricky Trooper, you know what I mean, and add some clarity to what he said. And I hope these two grown men don't take it to a physical level, you know what I mean, and intend to go to war over the situation, you know what I mean, because it's not worth it. You know what I mean? You don't want to be going to jail in your 50s, in your 40s, you know what I mean? That's not the time for you to go to jail. That's the time for you to be chilling with your family and enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? So Ricky Trooper would advise you to desist from going through with those plans to harm Mr. Vegas. And Mr. Vegas, for once, please be the bigger man and apologize to Ricky Trooper and add some clarity to the allegations which you made against the selector, because you are wrong and strong in your wrongness. And that's it for today. I'm out.